the most challenging times to stay organized as a family, and that's why we have Jennifer Ford-Berry, author and organizing expert, back with some tips, very important ones, because as every mother and father and child knows, you can't have a successful school year without having everything where it needs to be. So
absolutely.
What should people be doing as all of those papers are coming in, so much paperwork right off the bat at the beginning of school?
Oh, it never ends. So you want to have a plan. Don't go into it blindsided. Make sure you have a home for everything, like I always say. Number one, you want to have a reference binder. So all those calendars, those class lists, those extracurricular activity directions, things like that, you want to put it in a reference binder.
Okay, and you have an example right here.
It's right here. It's just a 3-ring binder, and you can use tabs for each child, but keep every child's information in one binder, and keep it in a location that's very accessible. And so every time you want to look up something, you'll have it right at your fingertips, and then you clean it out over summer and start fresh again next year.
Because you don't need to keep those things from year to year.
No.
That's your biggest thing. I always notice whenever we have you in doing these organized segments, you're huge with cutting down on the clutter.
Oh, yes.
So again, like we were saying, all those things coming in kind of like the first day, the first couple of days of school, do parents need to save all those things right away, or is there anything you suggest getting rid of?
Absolutely not. You have to really be honest with yourself when it comes to any sort of paperwork and say, am I going to read this? Am I going to look at it? Because really 80% of the paper that we save, we never look at again.
Oh, I love
the truth.
I hate and love that stuff. Okay, so that's our reference binder. Again, we're going to have all of our class lists in there, extracurricular activities, and it's something you can continuously use throughout the year and kind of add and take things away as needed?
Absolutely, absolutely. Like if they finish an activity, a sports activity, or some sort of camp they're in, you can take the information out and be ready to put something new in.
And now this is, I see this is yours. Like where in your house do you keep this? In the kitchen?
I keep this right in my kitchen cabinet above our family management station.
Because I'm thinking, you know, here you are the first day, you put it all together right away in your binder, and then you never look at it again. So you have to kind of have it out, you think?
Yeah, you have to have it somewhere right where you can grab it and look at it whenever you need it.
Okay, so that's a reference binder. Another thing with going back to school is, of course, all of the photos and the memories that you're creating each school year, especially when the kids are little. So, and you have some advice for kind of saving memorabilia.
Yeah, and it's a little tough love, Lauren, I have to say, for all you parents listening. I deal with this all the time. Everybody wants to know what to do with the memorabilia because we feel guilty if we let go of it.
Even like the bus stop card, like what bus you're at, or your name tag at your desk, right? You want to save those things.
Now, I just want everyone to think about this. Picture your mother-in-law pulling into your driveway today with a carload of your husband's stuff. Would you want it? Probably not. Your kids are going to feel the same way. So no child should leave home with more than one storage container.
Oh my gosh.
So be very picky.
One like this size we have over on the side, right? Okay.
Yep. So be picky with what you're keeping. The big thing is, during the school year, you want to have a temporary home and a permanent home. So when the stuff comes in, say your child comes home, you unload the backpack on the kitchen counter, and you decide right then and there what you want to save and what you want to toss. The things that you're saving can go in a temporary home, and that could be just a file folder in the kitchen. And then later on, over the summer vacation, you sort through that and keep it in a permanent home.
Okay. Now, what do you think is the most important thing to save? Photos, or like little, what about like class reports and drawings?
Really, anything that shows the child's personality at that point in time.
Okay.
So, you know, math worksheets are just a means to an end, not worth keeping, but maybe a handprint or a photo or a letter that they wrote to their parents, something cute that will show who they were at 5, 6, 7.
And the other great thing is now with technology being so great, we can access so many photos online digitally that maybe you can cut down on the actual photo albums. And then you can always, of course, go back and embarrass your son when you're meeting your future daughter-in-law, right? Get them developed just in time. Okay, thank you so much, Jennifer Ford-Berry. Where can we get more tips and tricks from you?
You can get more tip at jenniferfordberry.com.
Okay, sounds great.
Thanks.